Hello everyone, praise the Lord. This is another day and another year that we are in the presence of the Lord. I hope that you've been well and that God has been gracious to you. So I want to speak about some visions that the Lord has shown me regarding this 2025 and beyond. So this is not just a word for 2025, it's a word that will cover this year and the few coming years. And I hope that we will be warned and we will stay alert in the spirit. In the visions, even as I was praying for this year and as I was praying for the days to come, I saw several things and I'm going to mention them. Then I will continue to explain them. So what I saw, I wrote, because the Lord said, write what you see. And so I wrote it. The storm gathers over Kenya. One of the things that I saw in the vision was that the storm gathers over Kenya. A storm is coming. A dark, stormy cloud in the horizon is expected to make landfall. And I also had the word, it shall not be well with this nation of ours. It shall not be well. And some of the things that came to me was I also saw newcomers in the political realm. I saw new people. I saw new faces, newcomers in politics, newcomers in business, and newcomers in religion in the nation of Kenya. And these newcomers will begin to shape the future of Kenya. So in other words, the Lord will begin to raise other people. This will be, according to what I saw, the year of the storm, the year of grace, the year of witness, and the year of completion. Those are the words that I had, and I said because this is a year that will be a bit confusing. Because we will have a storm, we'll have the grace of God, we'll have witnesses, we'll have completion. And the last vision that I saw, or the last word that I heard, was something to do with Kenya, something to do with tribes in Kenya. And I heard Nandi votes for a Meru politician. Nandi votes for a Meru politician. And so when I heard that, I asked the Lord to clarify some more, so that I'm also able to try to have some clarity, some understanding about the things that He is speaking to me about. And so when I got the clarity, I put it down in writing, and I will begin now to explain some of the things that I saw. The storm gathering over Kenya signifies a season of shaking and divine reordering. So the Lord will begin to reorder things in our nation. It is a time of unveiling and transition, where the familiar structures in politics, in business, and religion will face significant turbulence. Yet in this shaking, God's purpose for Kenya will be fulfilled. For He is orchestrating a divine realignment to establish righteousness and justice in the land. The dark stormy cloud in the horizon speaks of challenges and disruptions, but it also serves as a clarion call for intercession. Now, this is not a storm of destruction, but a storm of divine intervention, designed to expose corruption, tear down ungodly altars, and prepare the ground for a new era. Kenya is entering into a crucial or a critical season where her destiny will be reshaped. Now, when we talk about, or when I heard the word, the year of the storm, this is a year where hidden things will be brought to light. Secrets will be exposed in both businesses, in government, and in religious institutions. Those who have built on sand will face collapse, but those who have built on the rock will endure and thrive. The storm will separate the wheat from the chaff, revealing the true foundations of individuals and institutions. In other words, there will be exposure in government, in business, and in religious institutions. And the light will shine and will begin to expose. And the storm will move, clearing everything that needs to be cleared. It is also the year of grace. In the midst of the storm, God's grace will abound for those who turn to Him. It is a year of divine favor for the righteous remnant, a time for the faithful to rise as intercessors and leaders in this critical hour. Those who align with God's purposes will find themselves elevated into positions of influence to shape Kenya's future. And so this is a call to the people, to the intercessors, anyone who has a burden for the nation of Kenya. This is a time to begin to pray, to begin to cover the nation of Kenya, to begin to ask the Lord to do what He must in this nation, to begin to ask the Lord to bring revival in this nation. It is time to pray. It is not time to hope that things will be okay. It is time to pray. It is also the year of the witness. The witnesses will arise, bold voices of truth and justice in every sector. These are the newcomers in politics, in business, and in religion. They are God's chosen instruments, anointed to lead with integrity and wisdom. Their emergence will signal a fresh move of God, and their testimony will bear witness to His plans for the nation. I hear voices, or I heard voices that will begin to rise, and they will be fearless voices. They will be witnesses who will be established from heaven, and they will speak with the voice of God. They will speak truths that will be uncomfortable to many, but they will rise and they will emerge. And through these voices will begin to draw a fresh move of God. It is also the year of completion. This is a season where unfinished assignments will be completed, long-standing battles will be resolved, and promises that are being long delayed will come to fruition. Now, the prophetic timeline for Kenya is moving forward the fulfillment of God's covenant purposes for the nation. This is a year of divine closure and the establishment of new beginnings. This is a time in which the Lord will begin to fulfill the promises. Now, one of the things that we have to understand is that Kenya, God has great plans for Kenya, and God has a great love for the nation of Kenya, and therefore there will be healing in this year. Then I also saw what I heard as the Nandi and Meru. These are two tribes in the nation of Kenya. I don't know why the Lord gave me these two words, but the prophetic symbolism of Nandi people voting for Ameru politicians points to an unexpected alliance and unity emerging in Kenya. There will be unexpected alliances. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that it will be from these two tribes. It doesn't mean that these are the tribes that will be mentioned. These two tribes may be representatives of what the Lord is saying, but there will be unexpected alliances in Kenya and unity in emerging in the nation of Kenya. Tribal divisions will begin to give way to partnerships based on vision and purpose. This alignment is a sign of the nation's potential rise above ethnic loyalties and embrace unity for the sake of national progress. Now, let me be very clear. I am not saying that there will not be friction, because there will be friction. But after that, there will be unexpected alliances. This is a word for this year and beyond, the coming several years. There will be things that we will begin to see in Kenya, things that will not be new, but things that we have seen in the past, things that are not nice and are not good. But we have to keep praying. We have to keep seeking the Lord. So the way forward, or the call to action, is that the storm is both a warning and an invitation. The Lord is calling his people to, number one, pray fervently. You've got to pray. Stand in the gap for Kenya, interceding for the leaders and the nation, because there will be storms that will come. Prepare spiritually, meaning strengthen your faith and align with God's purposes. Engage actively. Begin to step into your God-ordained role as a change agent in this season. Remain hopeful. Though the storm may rage, God's plan for Kenya are for good, to give her a future and a hope. Let those who have ears to hear understand that this is a pivotal time for Kenya. The storm will pass and the dawn of a new Kenya will emerge, shaped by those who stand firm in the faith. This dawn will be guided by God's wisdom and anointed for such a time as this. We will begin to see people rising, anointed people. They will be anointed by God in politics, in business, and in religious sectors. So we have to keep praying and keep seeking the Lord. Thank you. The Lord bless you, and the Lord be with you.